Hello everybody and welcome back for more Let's Play Pokemon Crystal. In the last episode, we defeated Misty and got the Cascade Badge. In this episode, we are going to go ahead and tackle the Vermilion City Gym and take out Lieutenant Surge. So let's go to the street here. You can actually either do that, or if you have Surf, you can just go and surf around there. But, you know, that's kind of a waste of repels. And also for some wild encounters. Alright, Lieutenant Surge, the Lightning American. Yeah, Lightning American. He's from America. Or actually, in this case, he could actually be from Unova, because like in Black and White 2, if you talk to this one guy in the Pokemon World Tournament, he actually goes and thinks that he might be from Unova. So I mean, he could be the Lightning Unovan. Actually, come to think of it though, for some weird ass reason, in the Let's Go games, if you read the signboard, it says he's called the Lightning Lieutenant. And I think probably because, you know, since they kind of... Because, like, starting with Gen 6, they seem to have done away with any kind of real-world references. And so they kind of made it where, like, the Pokemon franchise is actually its own world and not exactly ours. So because of that, they actually just, you know, just made it to Lightning Lieutenant. So, anyways, we have a trainer here that we have not encountered. It's actually our first and only trainer as a good guitarist. So we have guitarist Vincent. Basically, those guys, they kind of, I would say they specialize in, well, this guy basically specializes in, of course, electric types, and, you know, if, those of you who haven't really known this already, which I'm sure you guys might have already known by now, yeah, these guys, the trainers here specialize in electric type Pokemon, so, their only weakness is ground types. So, I only have a ground type coverage in Daruk here with Earthquake, so I can actually just, easily wipe them all out with, by using an Earthquake, but, yeah, like I said, this guitarist is the only time you'll ever encounter the guitarist trainer class, and so there's like nowhere else. I remember there's one in Gen 4 where I think it's like close to the 6th gym. That's like the only kind of guitarist there is. But I think that's just it though, because I remember there's one like in Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. But yeah, that's just about it for really when it comes to the guitarists themselves. Also, my commentary is going to be very slow because, for one thing, I am very drowsy right now. Because, well, you know, woke up early this morning, so my commentary is going to be very slow, very boring, and kind of lame and all that. So I want to apologize first and foremost for how tired I might be. So just a fair warning here, and kind of sound like I'm a little. I mean, it might sound like I'm a little tipsy right now, but I mean, I didn't really drink or anything because, you know, I had to go to work. So I mean, of course, what am I drinking before going to work? That's not the right thing to do. It's one thing you guys shouldn't even do either. So anyhow, so yeah, all this guy's got like this one Voltorb and the other's Magnemite. So that's about it. So here's also another catch for what that gym guy was saying. So you remember in Gen 1 where, like, this puzzle was that, you know, you just have to look into those trash cans and find the switch? Well, fortunately, we actually don't have to do that because the doors have already been open for us as soon as we enter the gym. So we can actually just go in there and battle Lieutenant Surge right then and there if we ever want to. Of course, first I just want to go and battle the trainers here, and I had to go and make a Pokemon Center visit. But yeah, we don't have to worry about the gym puzzle. HeartGold SoulSilver actually does bring back the gym puzzle though, but you know, I'm actually kind of glad about this one in this case though, because like, if you guys have already known, I've always hated that gym puzzle in Gen 1 because of like, because of how, I mean, it might not seem complicated at first, but it's just very inconsistent for what it is. So yeah, I've always hated the gym puzzle. So anyway, so here we have Lieutenant Surge, and yes, for what you're probably tell what the views are right about now is because, you know, well, especially with his HeartGold SoulSilver redesign, he does very much scream Guile from Street Fighter. He does look the part. Well, I mean, especially, you know, the way he's dressed in HeartGold SoulSilver. He, like, you know, they literally just, like, took Guile's clothes and just put it onto Lieutenant Surge himself. So, yeah, his theme goes with everything, right? I did this in Gen 1, of course, so of course I'm going to do it here. Well, with a different variation, of course. So of course we're going to do that again. It's a little callback, is what it is, so... Anyway, so Lieutenant Surge here is starting out with Raichu. Raichu has a boost: Thunderbolt, Thunder, Thunder Wave, and Quick Attack. Kind of surprised that he didn't really start with Thunder Wave, because I mean that's usually what they do first. But they did actually use Thunder. Raichu is kind of bulky, so that's why I wasn't able to one-shot it with Dig. But Then again, Dig is a well. Seeing that Typhlosion is only a fire type Pokemon, then of course Dig is just gonna use just like a regular power, just a regular super effect damage. And then next up is Electrode. Well, actually, he has 2 Electrodes, and they actually have the same exact move, same exact level, so it's like a copy paste kind of thing. Both of them have the moves Screech, Double Team, Swift, and Explosion. Double Team could potentially just take the battle along, but thankfully though, at least neither of them uses Explosion or anything like that. Then again though, as long as Iwata was using Dig, then if they were to use Explosion, then they should protect it. And yeah, you see, I got Blue Barred. It's always gonna be like that in Gen 2. Is they use you don't level because you just end up getting Blue Barred, because that's kind of what we call it here. And Iwata's actually learned Swift. Yeah, speaking of Swift here, let's see. Yeah, that's right. I actually get rid of Quick Attack because Swift is a move that never misses. So I decided to just keep it anyway. It's kind of over for Flamethrower, but that's gonna be like at a later level, at least for Gen 2. That Typhlosion would just learn Flamethrower at a much later level. I would say like in the 50s or something like that, as far back as I remember. The later gens, Typhlosion would learn Flamethrower pretty early on, so I'm actually thankful for that one at least. Unless I could be mistaken though, and so here's Electro number 2 here. Yeah, not much to say about it because that's since we already battled the other Electrode. Next up is Electabuzz. This actually is the strongest Pokemon here, which like I said for Electabuzz is a pretty damn cool Pokemon to use. Has moves Thunder Punch, Thunder, Light Screen, and Quick Attack. Light Screen, you don't have to worry so much. In fact, it's kind of a pointless move in a way though, because since as of before Gen 4, all ground type moves are physical. So you don't really have much to worry about for all that there. So there you go. And then last but not least is Magneton. So I think I just went ahead and kept Dirk with me anyway, because since Magneton is quite weak to ground types, since now it's a part Steel type, this Magneton has Zap Cannon, Lock On, Double Team, and Swift, and that can be pretty deadly too, because once Magneton uses Lock On, then it's definitely a guarantee for Zap Cannon. So it's actually a good combo for that one, but pretty deadly as well. But with that, we have defeated Lieutenant Surge and got the Thunder Badge. Yay for that! So yeah, Thunder Badge has been collected, 3 Kanto badges down, and about like 5 more to go. Increase Pokemon speed. Consider proof that you defeated me. You wear proudly here. Yeah, of course. Hey kids, still slugging and chugging away? My Pokemon and I are still at it. Oh yeah, I'm having a little dyslexia right here. Sorry about that, guys. So anyway, so yeah, it's those badges are down, and Electrifying Battle sure made me nervous. Yeah, of course. Having nervous tension there. So yeah, got 3 of the Kanto badges down, and we'll go and continue on. And so of course, our next stop is going to be over in Celadon City. And, of course, well, technically I could actually just take those shortcuts to get to there. Like, I'd actually just go through Saffron City and then over there. Because, since, we have access to the place, and then we just go over there in just a short time as well. But I am actually not going to do that, because once again, I'm going to be taking the long way. Yeah, I know. You guys are probably just yelling at me, oh, why can't you just go take the shortcut? Well, I said this before, guys, that, I'm playing this exactly as how I did in Gen 1, so therefore... I'm going to be going through the route over to through Rock Tunnel and then through Lavender Town and then just that way, because I like doing it that way. And besides, there's just more trainers to battle anyway, so I'm gonna have to explore those routes while I can. I have 69 Pokédollars left. Nice. Except it's not so nice because it's pretty low, but still, yeah, I've basically spent like the rest of the Pokédollars for Hyper Potions, but not to worry though. I'm still going to be battling plenty of the trainers, so I'll still be earning back the Pokédollars from that anyway. So I guess as we make our way over to Rock Tunnel, over to Lavender Town, I don't think there's really much to talk about at this point, because yeah, like I said, guys, I know my tone of voice is just kind of like very chill at the moment. Like I said, I had to wake up very early for work, and I didn't really get much sleep last night, because that damn cat that I have, she's been misbehaving quite a lot, and I wasn't I wasn't able to sleep much because of it, because of how she's been misbehaving. So I only had like a few hours of sleep, and you know, I wasn't able to get much of it. So it's like sleep deprived all because of that damn cat. So so that's kind of the reason why. And so, I had to wake up early because of it, and I was still tired as soon as my alarm went off. But of course, I had to get up as soon as possible because like I had a pretty long drive to get to work, and I didn't want to run late or anything like that. And so yeah, I was just so tired of shit. I had to stop over to my my local Wawa to get myself a cup of coffee, and And I always do it. Like, every time I have a morning shift, I always stop by over to Wawa, or my my local one, to get some coffee, because you have to admit, because Wawa has some damn good coffee, and I want to argue that it's without a doubt the best coffee. Well, I mean, in my opinion, anyway. I'm sure a lot of you guys would have something you consider the best kind of coffee, but because I know, to those of you watching this and are living in different states, I'm pretty sure that there's like states that don't have any Wawas, because I know they have Wawas over in Pennsylvania and New Jersey, which from what I've heard, that's where Wawa originated. I think it was in New Jersey, but since I live in Florida, so of course there's Wawas down there as well. Except the ones we have though, they're actually like gas stations, and because I actually saw or looked up that the Wawas are up north are treated as like regular grocery stores, and they're kind of bigger as that, but the Wawas we have here in Florida, they're gas stations, but they still have the same kind of amount of stuff that we have, and they still have like some good food, like all the those hoagies they have, and of course the coffees they have. I just love going there for the coffee, because they make some damn good coffee. I always just go for like either, well, the one I go for the most is going for the 100% Colombian with Irish cream. Oh, I always love going for Irish cream for the creamer. It's always like my favorite kind. But yeah, it's got like it's got some damn good hoagies, like especially the turkey and cheese hoagie. Or I always go for like the honey smoked turkey with cheddar cheese and some sandwich sauce and whichever toppings I want to put on there. And also smoothies. Oh man, I fucking love the smoothies. Be it like a strawberry banana smoothies or the mango smoothies, and also the blueberry pomegranate. Oh yeah, those they make some damn good smoothies. Some of the best smoothies I've ever had, or like in my entire life. Because like I can't really think of any other smoothie places. Well, I know. I mean tropical smoothies not too bad or anything like that, but it kind of depends on the kind of smoothie that we have, or like for some of the seasonal ones, but. But I'll have to say that, Wawa just has the best kind of smoothies that there is, and so if I was ever in the mood for a smoothie, I just go over there and just get myself one. They know how to make some good ones. Let's see what else. Trying to think. I also like their milkshakes that they have as well. They have their seasonal milkshakes going on, where like they have the it's kind of like these candy cane flavored milkshakes, or like they have the the peppermint bark, or the candy cane cookies and cream that they have for the milkshakes as well. Yeah, all that stuff is it's good. It's what they have, as of this month of December that they're having right now. But they got some good milkshakes. What else? They have and also their insides as well. Like they have they actually like about a few years ago or a few years back they actually started making cheeseburgers. They have some pretty good cheeseburgers, or some decent cheeseburgers. Their buns are real big at that as well, because they always use like these brioche buns. But yeah, they make some good ones. And what else? They're fettuccine alfredo, and also just recently they actually just now started making pizza. Yeah, to those of you who don't know, they actually just now started. They have pizza now, and I've actually tried one. I mean, they're not bad though, but I think I might have had some better ones, or some better kind of pizzas. Like well, I mean, usually unless if I was really that desperate that I could just go for the local ones, like usually Domino's, but or Papa John's, because one of those is actually they make some good pizza there. But honestly, if I ever want some good pizza, I always just go for the local pizza places, because at least they handle better with that. But yeah, when it comes to the cheeseburgers at Wawa, like like I said, they're pretty good or anything like that, but But they don't really beat some other kind of cheeseburger places like either I would say either Wendy's or Five Guys. Although Five Guys is definitely real expensive with their cheeseburgers, but they sure make some good quality ones as well. But if I ever wanted some cheap ones, then I always just I would just go to Wendy's, but not very often though, because I don't really eat fast food often though, because for one thing it's not really good for you. So so I got some occasions, or if I get really hungry, then I would just go for those. But anyway, so what we got here with CM47, and it's Steel Wing. Yes, at long last we have Steel Wing, and I'm gonna go ahead and teach to Aerosmith because I think Skarmory can learn a Steel Wing at by level, but I want to go ahead and just teach her right away though, because I'm kind of impatient like that, and Skarmory definitely needs some Steel type coverage, because for one thing it is a part Steel type, so of course it has to have Steel Wing, and so it's kind of baffling that it doesn't have it already. So but yeah, that's kind of like my whole thing, with Wawa and all that, how great their food is, and it's always something to go for. Like, if I ever want something good, I just go to Wawa. But but I'm sure, like, to those of you living in different states, and so you guys might not have Wawa, or to those of you not living in either Pennsylvania, New Jersey, or Florida, then you guys might not have it, because there definitely is some exclusive ones. But but if you're ever in the area, I would definitely recommend just going for Wawa, because because I'd say it's I'd say it's something you definitely enjoy. Yeah, at least I actually have something to talk about. I actually was afraid that I was gonna have nothing to talk about at all because of how tired I was. But look at that, I did have something to talk about, and it was food. Yeah, it was actually all about food there. So yeah, I just kind of went on a tangent there and just at least talk about something for once. So yeah. Anyway, so I guess that's all we're gonna say about it. Not now, Gina. I think she's actually challenging me to battle. Yeah, she's challenging me to a battle, but not now. I'll do that later. I'll just do it another time. And no problems on that one because I'm the champion right now. So anyway, so we're back here in Lavender Town, and yeah, to go ahead and talk about Lavender Town since we have I already got the expansion card. We literally just went over there just for that, and so I can play or listen to the tunes in Kanto. So yeah, I literally just got the expansion card to be able to listen to that. So, and I like how he's actually told me just to go through Rock Tunnel, but we just fucking went through Rock Tunnel just get through Lavender Town. So anyway, so since I haven't talked much about it, quite a few things have changed in around here in Lavender Town. For one thing, the music, of course, you're listening to it, it's actually not creepy anymore. It actually sounds more peaceful. So yeah, very much like Viridian Forest. It used to have that creepy tune, but now it's actually more peaceful, which is actually real infamous for one thing, and just making those ghost stories like creepypastas and all that they know about. But so yeah, one major change about Lavender Town is that back in Gen 1, there used to be a gray site for Pokemon called the Pokemon Tower, which is actually a dungeon they have. But now, after 3 years, they actually like somehow, I don't know how, but somehow they actually converted the Pokemon Tower, a gray site, to a radio tower. So yeah, just like so it's basically Kanto's own counterpart from Golden City, where the town itself actually has its own radio tower, which we've already visited beforehand because we need to get the expansion card for to get that Snorlax out of the way so we can get to Palatown. But yeah, that was but yeah, that's basically what we did. Was what they did was basically just converting the whole place to the radio tower. Unfortunately, though, we can't fully explore the radio tower because they had to beef up security because of the whole incident with Team Rocket hijacking the radio tower in Goldenrod City. So they had to do that. So it's kind of a good call for that, but it sucks that we're not able to explore the whole place. And if you're probably wondering, like, exactly what happened to the or like how did they actually move the bodies, or like since it's supposed to be a burial site for the for dead Pokemon. Well, they actually have a separate building for that right there, which we'll see or down there and shortly. It's called the Soul House. So they basically just moved the bodies over to the or all the graves over to that house for the burial. But yeah, that's actually let's talk about disrespect here. And I'm actually kind of surprised that it's actually still standing here, where like they basically just made this radio tower to where it used to be a burial ground. So I mean, I don't know how it could actually, I mean, I don't know how it's not even haunted at this point, so, I don't know. It's just weird, but yeah, still respect much. But yeah, there's a guy who's just, you know, guarding the place here, because, you know, since we can't really explore the place, yeah, have to set security. Yeah, good call, you made your point. But, yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just, go into this whole house, but, yeah, yeah, those of you who don't know, yeah, that's, yeah, but it's possible for Pokemon to actually die, but don't worry, though, I mean, your own Pokemon won't die at all, so there's that little safe bet there, so, but it's basically, you know, for Pokemon, they either die from a sickness or die of old age or anything like that, then, yeah, that's, they have to have a burial site for them, so, let's go on, yeah, talk to these NPCs here, I love them like my grandchildren, aw, it's kind of sad in a way. And here we have Mr. Fuji here. Yeah, I remember Mr. Fuji, which is, by the way, guys, the very same old man who actually was involved in all these experiments with the creation of Mewtwo. Yeah. Which, of course, I think, well, I would say he's kind of portraying a more sinister light in the first movie, you know, with Mewtwo. But yeah, that was the guy who got involved in the creation of Mewtwo, which, of course, he well, of course, at least he redeemed himself after that, but still, that's kind of fucked up in a way, so. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and call an episode here, because they're pretty much cover everything in Lavender Town, so. Next time on Let's Play Pokemon Crystal, we are going to head out over west, and then we'll hopefully make it over to Celadon City, so I will see you guys next time.